Hi, welcome back to Fran's Crafts. Sorry I was missing last week. I had a few things on. One being this is my dog Katie. She wasn't very well last week, so we had her at the vets a few times. But I'm pleased to say she's a lot better now, so she's one of my little helpers for today. And the other one, when he sits still, here he is. The other one is Charlie. Charlie's an 8-month-old Jack Russell Terrier, so he's my daughter's dog. So we got him on Saturday, so if you hear any noises in the background while I'm doing the video, it's these two having a bit of a play, but they've had a walk and they've had a big play, so they're a bit tired out now, so hopefully you won't hear them while I'm doing my video. So there we go. So Katie and Charlie, my helpers for today. Okay, so back to the crafting. Going to make a clock today. Stampin' Up are going to be having a new catalogue coming out on the 1st of June, so between now and the end of May they have a retiring list out. So some of the items you have to be quick because they all go very quickly. So I saw that this number of years bundle, which is the stamp set and the dies, matching dies, were going to be retired, although I think the stamps and possibly the dies are still in the new catalogue, but not as a bundle together. So I thought I'd take advantage and buy myself these. So I mean, the dies are quite a nice size as well, so I'm going to make a large clock today. I'm going to put this video and what I've made on my blog, so I will add sorry about that, dogs trying to help. I will add the link to the retiring list onto my blog so you can have a see. Excuse me a minute. Okay, sorry about that. Dog sorted. Just having one that's a bit older. Katie the Black Labrador, she's nearly 9, and an 8-month-old Poppy. Well, bit of a mix really, but there we go. So I'm not going to use the stamp sets today, but that's all that you get with it. And then the dies come obviously like this, and there's just a couple of the banners as well. So I'm going to do a 12 by 12 clock today. Brain's not in gear. A 12-inch clock today using 12 by 12 paper. So I've got this paper. It's one that was in the recent Celebration catalogue. So I'm going to use the red. So as usual on my clocks, I'm just going to quickly draw around the outside. Remembering the centre. Okay, let's put that out of the way. I'm just going to quickly cut the centre out. It's well worth a look at the retiring list. There's some items that have reduced slightly, and obviously the retiring ones, once they've gone, that's it. You won't see them in that form again, well, in the catalogue. So it's well worth having a look if you can. And say I'll pop the link on my blog, and also I'll pop it in the blurb bit at the bottom of this video on YouTube so that you can see it. So just carefully cutting around the outside, just inside the line. I don't know what everybody's weather's doing with them today, but it's gone. Well, it was sunny when I took the dogs out for a walk this morning. It's now gone a bit black, and we had a massive hailstorm yesterday. We're having our garage roof redone because we've got a leak in it, and the men were on top of putting the felt on the roof, and we'd just been saying how nice the weather was, funny enough, when the heavens opened and we had big hailstones. So yeah, so they very good, and I think they carried on through most of it. There we go. So taking the dogs out for a walk is a bit of a feat in itself at the moment, kind of avoiding the showers. Okay, so I've cut that out. So I'm just going to take the wet glue, oops, and just put it all over the clock. I'm going to try something on in a minute. I saw it, a lady doing it on one of the craft shows on TV. It wasn't with MDF, but it was, she was using a wet glue, and she says and she was saying how sometimes the paper warps a little, or card warps a little bit if you've got it quite wet. And what she did was she popped it on, and then she quickly turned it around, and it meant that the glue kind of got distributed a little bit easier, so there wasn't sort of big blobs. So that was quite a good tip. So I'm just going to pop that on there, and then I'm just going to rotate it round a little bit, being quite quick because obviously it starts to dry. So there we go. So I'm just going to give that a good smooth over. And careful, I haven't got glue on the side of my hand, which is what I often do. So I probably need to trim this after. There we go, got a bit of glue there. Okay, so I'm going to leave that to dry. If you get a bit of glue spare, loose on, well, not spare, shall I say, loose on your project, if you quickly rub it in circles with your finger, it tends to make it go up into a little ball, and it's easier to get off. Okay, so there's my clock base. So I'm going to cut my numbers out while I'm just waiting for it to dry. So you need my die cutting machine for this. So, actually that's a little bit big under there. Let's pop it to one side. So I'm going to use some black card so it stands out on the clock. So I'm just going to cut some strips so I can put my numbers through the die cutting machine. Hello Charlie. Charlie's come to help. I think he'll be a bit more of a hindrance today than a help, but he's just curious what we're up to. Okay, so I'm going to pop onto one side, and I'm just going to pop the numbers straight on there. If I can get them side by side if I can. And this will fit on sideways. them to one side because I often find that if you pop it through the centre, in the centre of your machine, it doesn't always catch all of it to cut it out, so there seems to be a bit more pressure on either side of the machine. And dogs are off again, so you might hear a bit of a grumble. Some nice, let's see that, nice size numbers. So it's about the size of my little finger. So I'll just carry on cutting those out. Okay, so there's my numbers all cut out. You can't see them very well on the back there, but I'll pop them on the clock now and you'll be able to see them. So because they're nice size numbers, I mean they're about this back. Well, they're nearly 2 inches high, so it's quite a good size really. So I'm now going to bring the clock back in. And then I'm going to place my template on the centre, and then I'm just going to pop them on the clock like so. Sorry, I'm just laughing because by our front door we have a thick tube that's really heavy duty cardboard that we often use to prop the front door open if we're going in and out with things, and the puppies just come running in with it to have a chew. But it's as big as he is, so he's struggling a little bit, but keeps him quiet for a minute anyway. So let's pop those over. So you can see these numbers are a very good size. Means you can make a nice size clock. And quite often I have, as you may have seen on the other clocks, I have stamped images or I've die cut some images and popped in the centre, whereas this one, because the numbers are nice and big, I've just been able to use a nice background paper and just make a nice simple clock with some nice big numbers. So it's quite nice to do it this way around as well. So yeah. Six. And we just need number 11 to fit in. There we are, so that's our clock numbers placed. And you see it's looking nice and big on there. Okay, so I'm just finishing off sticking my numbers down. The handy thing about these size numbers is that they are nice and big to work with. So usually when I'm doing my numbers, I've got little small ones and I end up getting glue stuck everywhere on everything and all over myself. So these are a nice size to be working with. It might mean I keep a little bit cleaner. So we just got number 11 to stick down. All quiet here at the moment. The older dog is now decided to help the puppy chew on the tube, considering she's never touched it before. It's she's decided that she doesn't want to miss out, so she's having a go too. Okay, so numbers are stuck down, so all we need now is just the mechanism in the centre. Also, I'm just going to put the mechanism in now just to show you, but I generally spray, and I've said before, I sprayed my clocks with varnish. It just makes them last a little. The paper, it makes it last, and it doesn't fade, or if there's a bit of moisture about it, it doesn't make it warp. So I just popped my mechanism behind, and then you just pop the little washer on the centre, and then you just take your nut and pop it in. So because this is a 12-inch clock, it will take some nice big hands, so I've just got these large hands that I'm going to pop on. So I haven't got a battery in it, so there we go, and just got the hand there, and there we are. We have, let's put this up. We have our nice big, 12-inch clock. So I hope you've enjoyed today, and I will catch up with you again very soon. Bye.